Love Divine. Let's skip over to Love Divine. Back to Mozart. The number 3 March from Magic Fool. do the other Mozart?
Okay.
The A da capo coda. Yeah. Oh, sorry. A B da capo coda.
No repeats.
No repeats. A B da capo coda. With heavy backbeats on 13 and 14.
Got it.
How's the thing feel now?
Oh, it's
Way better.
either the back order or it's that back. I'm going to try and actually turn straight forward.
The difference between those back races and the top right? The one or two.
I still think how much of the ledges you use this thing. Experiment to find out.
AABB. What time is it now? 2. Oh, so we're good, right? Do this one. session. I used to just procrastinate, but then I went pro.
That's a good one, actually.
I did the other week. I had a group and I was supposed to put the home together. I don't know if I got it.
It's a pretty great reading.
April Fool's, everybody. It was like,
Especially with this board.
you know,
It's
so
much
it's not-
interval.
Right.
meeting. Oh, I'm a procrastinator.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah, get on the bike and go home.
Yeah,
I don't know.
online.
It sounds like teaching his brother
Pedals, just go.
at 6th grade, so I hope I'm not messing with it.
Yeah, if you ever want information that you can help for free, just help, 6th grade.
What's up with you?
6th grade, range and trombone. Sometimes they're like about the bass clef, sample them. On YouTubers are like high B flat, center, top,
Oh, you're all the
top,
way
top, that's okay for 6th grade. Yeah, excellent.
When I was concerned because he was going to hire myself in the trombone.
Yeah, she was
up like
Yeah, she was walking
Yeah,
up that
I
stage.
think he must have some like good airflow stuff figured out. And his tones doesn't really come alive up there.
Yeah.
Because it's getting up air chops instead of air speed.
Yeah.
Air it's pretty nice. The G above that is not.
It's like the way they're wearing it.
It's like a modified bass sound. So just the key screws spend some time stuck trying to find a good spot for the whole note. What's up about that? So if you could look up some like this is not fun to play, or maybe I'll just make this this is the space chart of raised slide positions.
I never have either.
It's one of those slide slide. It's trying here, trying to punch up. So vibration line,
Oh, the rock bill.
it's just having so that's like those trombone players. That's a freshman player. Get control of that.
I was tell you about
top
all the things that they can do in there to manipulate the acoustics.
It's pretty amazing.
It is.
Versus if he's got a trigger,
I played in there
working low.
during kitty concerts right after the thing opened up. With the National Philharmonic doing the
He takes his trombone
shows for
home.
kids, they bunch them in the practice. But whenever they would set, they called it random. And all the things overhead, everything would just go to like a random position. And you would sit there and play. It's like, and playing in the organ, it's like, what happened to the harmony?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
It's crazy.
Just where the sound of
Just a
where
scale,
it's
it's 4/16 notes instead of quarter notes. Bum, 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 because there's no traveling time on this line. And then the other thing that I
But
have,
they,
especially young kids do, is maybe he doesn't have his brother like him, so he like a shot got flat, and they end up like landing and then fishing a little bit, low and high. So I usually get him say, land, do you feel sharp?
Farmer Hall's like that. We've got different settings now with the jazz ensemble. You know, it's all
Too bad. Just stick with that note, change.
push a button.
Goes right to that
Get them
center.
to train their ear and get them ready to like guess in one direction. Not like I guess flat, I guess sharp, I guess flat. Trombone players should know what's here. So that if you start fishing for the
The
slide,
guy would
it
shout.
just starts compensating this
Did you ever see that big carousel that they showed?
vein of having a
You
good
know they
ear is
moved
that
that thing?
the body system doesn't
Yeah, I have pictures of it. I can show you later. Hudson and I were over there and watching the movie.
It's always nice to have.
Literally, they have these four big towers. They build a frame of it
How's the
out of
work?
steel beams. And then they build these drive these like a truck. Four wheels. They're big. And they put on four corners. They set the balance on that. And then the guy literally walks in front of the thing backwards with a remote. Driving it.
Yeah, that's great.
And all four of those things can operate completely independently. They can turn and pivot and do anything they want to do.
Wow, I forgot that. A lot of
It's
teachers
something that's
she is. Here we go.
Good afternoon, family, friends, and guests. Please rise and welcome the undergraduate class of 2026. Led by faculty marshals Ismael Sanz Pena and Hope Sampara. Trustee Diane Cho, Vice Presidents, faculty, and honored guests. Please welcome to this stage Tobias Baldinger, candidate for the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Animation, who will honor the MICA tradition of reading our land acknowledgement. Tobias?
This campus-wide land acknowledgement was created by a cross-constituency committee in close collaboration with our community and the Baltimore American Indian Center and facilitated by the Maryland State Arts Council. We acknowledge that we live and work on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded lands of the Piscataway and Susquehannock tribes, that indigenous people have lived here since the 10th millennium BCE, and that their relation to this land was to travel, trade, and to hunt in this region we now call Baltimore. We recognize the original tribes have been joined through the northern migration by the Lumbee and the Cherokee. We recognize the model they provide for wisdom and caring communities based on mutual respect, reciprocity, and reverence for the land, water, and all relations. We too honor Mother Earth, from which all life springs, worthy of our caring stewardship. We also acknowledge the people, enslaved and exploited, who did and do work on this land, enabling us to live. We recognize that our current systems are often unjust, that the comfort of many still rests upon the sufferings of others. Here at MICA, we strive to honor the ancestors, to work equitably and honorably. Towards social justice with their descendants, and to use our talents and resources to work to mitigate past and present injustices.
Good afternoon, graduates. Graduates, thank you. So, proud parents, families, honorees, and other distinguished guests. As MICA's president and on behalf of Trustee Diane Cho and the Board of Trustees, along with the faculty and staff, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Maryland Institute College of Arts 2026 commencement ceremony. So congratulations are in order. You are making history. In this, our bicentennial year, you joined 200 years of artists and designers who have been creating their own unique blend of creativity and innovation. As I look out, I see students who came to MICA for many different reasons. And undoubtedly, you all experienced a certain education that was in equal parts rigorous and rewarding. I'd like all of you, our graduating students, to stand up and be recognized for your work on what it took to get here today. Please stand. So stay standing, because I have something I want you to do. Okay? So first of all, you deserve this moment. But there's other people in your lives who deserve a moment too. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to turn around, and everyone who has offered you support throughout this journey with you, I want you to blow them a kiss, clap for them, shake their hand, do something to make sure that they know that you're here. All right, now you get to sit down, okay? So, yes, it's important to say thank you. It's important to be grateful. And to the supporters, I personally want to thank you for everything you have done to get your students here to this moment today. This moment is what all of those hours at the studio, the late nights online, or perhaps the days that they spent in working in deep project reflection, it's what it's all been about. So, as I have shared, this is MICA's bicentennial year, and for 200 years now, art and design have always been at the heart of MICA. Today is a celebration and the culmination of hard work and sacrifice, growth and abundant joy. But your journey does not stop here. Some of you may recall that MICA hosted a gala event. We called it the Fed of Lights. And that was earlier this year. I'm going to ask to speed this up a little bit. The main and brown buildings were illuminated with every color you can imagine. Student sculptures hung by strings on every archway. Students and alumni dressed in custom designs for a parade down the grand staircase and across the avenue. And on that special evening, MICA invited Baltimore in. Neighbors, educators, business and civic leaders, artists, and government leaders all came through those doors. Why? Just like Art Walk, we believe you and your art deserve to be seen. Outside these walls, people have lobbed accusations that art and design education is indulgent, unnecessary, or much worse, something to be silenced. But every one of us here today knows better. Art and design are essential. They create community. They breathe life into the culture of a city. They strengthen and grow the world and its economies. During the bicentennial, I wanted to illuminate the value of MICA and our students, our staff, our faculty, and alumni. These moments of light over the past year are almost too many to remember, but I would like to share just a few of my favorites. Many of your faculty members, they can't wait to tell me about your success, such as those who designed toys for elephants at the National Zoo or collaborated on an Old Bay tin design. That was amazing. Learning that our students once again took home the top prizes at AXA. That it seems like we win almost every year, which is incredible. And that makes MICA a winner 4 out of the past 8 years. Amazing. Watching so many of you present your entrepreneurial business plans at Upstart this year. That was truly fabulous. And celebrating your creativity at the multimedia event and ABFS, seeing your films on art installations at the Parkway Theater, and exploring your exhibitions and curatorial work all year long with beautiful and provocative collections that showcase your voices in the most powerful, sometimes humorous, and most vulnerable ways. In the quiet of those exhibits, I realized that you shine brightest when art is seen, when you put it out into the world. For some of you, this art expresses your personal situation, something that only you know, and yet you share it. For others, your art takes on challenges of our community and our greater world. It takes courage. It takes courage, yes. But you build that courage critique by critique. You manage iteration and even reinvention. You had moments of breakthrough and you had moments of doubt. And you kept going and you kept trying because deep inside, you saw the value in your own work. You knew that what you were making deserved to be seen. Your faculty may have seen this talent first, sometimes even before you ever saw it yourself. And your family, friends, and fellow artists kept pushing you, even when the work felt impossible. This community cheered you on, and we're going to continue to cheer you on as you move into the world. As artists and designers and creatives, you are perfectly suited to make visible what has been overlooked in our communities, our city, and especially our nation. Artists can wrestle with deep challenges and find the creative solutions or unearth the stories that have been hidden from view. This willingness is why you are critical to our collective future. Your art and design education, your creative vision, and your courage shine a light on what we all need to see. Illumination is what you bring to the world. It is what your MICA education has prepared you to show and share. Class of 2026, we are so proud of you. And we cannot wait to see what you make visible. Congratulations. So we now come to a very important part. It's a special portion of our ceremony, and we present you our honorary doctorates to those individuals who have made remarkable contributions to the arts and to society, and whose achievements represent the standard of excellence to what Maryland Institute College of Art is committed. This year, we have two special honorees who will also provide to you remarks as candidates for graduation. I would like to call forward Lils McKeithen, a candidate for our Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in animation, to read the citation for Bora Shin. Liz?
Bora Shin, as a designer and educator, you put people at the heart of your work. Can you go a little faster? Understanding the value of human-centered design to drive change, build social equity, and strengthen well-being across nearly 2 decades of practice spanning social enterprise, public, and corporate audiences. Your practice is a powerful testament to the critical value of design in today's society. Through your work, you have found unique places where your skills and collaborative approach could transform futures around the globe. A graduate of the Maryland Institute College of Art, you began your career as a graphic designer whose work earned recognition from the Type Directors Club and MICA 365 before expanding your practice. Your MICA education, combined with your MFA in media design practices, has demonstrated time and again that you are committed to building the capacity essential to serve students. As an adjunct professor, you are helping shape the design profession for generations to come. For your leadership in socially engaged design and your ongoing contributions to the design field, the Maryland Institute College of Art is proud to award you the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
Bora Shin, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. Please come forward. So now it gives me the privilege to present Boris Shen to address you as our candidates and our guests. Thank you, Boris.
President McCormick, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, parents, families, and the class of 2026, thank you for this extraordinary honor. 20 years ago, I sat in this room where you are sitting now, about to enter the world as a graphic designer. I never would have imagined that the path I have taken, nor that I will be standing on the other side of the room, here to celebrate your entry into the world as a creative practitioner. Congratulations. As I was preparing for this speech, I thought about how much has changed since I sat in your seat. It also reminded me of what endures as creatives, makers, then and now. In my sophomore year, I sat in one of Ellen Lupton's lecture. She shared her work at the time, DIY, Design It Yourself, which argued that design should be a public literacy. I'm paraphrasing. That non-designers should have access to the tools and learn to think like designers. In that lecture, she put a provocation to the room. If more people could now make and publish design things, what should remain essential about our practice? A similar provocation surfaced after I left MICA. Stanford D School was founded on the idea that design thinking could belong to anyone, even those who would never make a designed artifact, but who could still learn how a designer frames a problem. So design thinking entered business school. MBAs learned empathy maps in 2 days workshops. And critics worried the language of design was being adopted without its discipline. But the role of designers did not diminish. It moved upstream to judgment, framing, synthesis, the ability to make the right question. That is the thread I followed in my own practice towards work that put design in service of people who would not otherwise be in the room where decisions were made. At UNICEF Office of Innovation, it was designing a platform that gathered youth voice around the world by text messages. At the LA's mayor's office, it was sitting with residents to learn what home meant and carrying their stories into a citywide housing campaign. At Samsung, it was behind conference doors, bringing teams across regions, facing our differences, and coming to a shared vision before the product shipped. These are the ways I have chosen to work, because to be a designer, a creative, a maker, is to give shape to your own voice, the thing only you can see, the thing only you can hold. And through that voice, to give shape to something else, to a person, a place, a story, something that without your hand would not find its form. The same provocation is being put to you today. What should be essential to your practice? And each of you will choose differently. As a painter, illustrator, designer, filmmaker, artist, innovator, or scholar, each of you will pick what your hand brings into the world. all of it is the work. The new tools will keep arriving at a faster pace than we have ever seen, challenging our crafts, our roles, and what it means to be a maker at all. They will generate thousands of versions of anything we ask, but they cannot generate the questions you ask, the thing you choose to bring into form, or the taste that you know when the work is right. Point of view, judgment, empathy, an instinct for what is missing and what you alone can put into the world. A body of work built with intention, choosing what deserves to be made. These are already the work. They are what this place built in you, even if you may not see it clearly for a while. So here is what I wish for you. Whatever tool comes next, however fast the industry moves, hold on to what is yours and use it to bring something into the world or into someone's life that would not otherwise be there. Give your voice a shape. Let what passes through your hand be better for having come through you. You are the bicentennial class. Now you carry 200 years of this place forward. Congratulations, MICA class of 2026.
It is now my honor to introduce Titi the artist. Tedra, best known as Titi the artist, you are an award-winning film director and musician and a bold, innovative storyteller. Born in Florida, but educated at the Maryland Institute College of Art, you thrived in Baltimore, building a connection to the music and the energy in the city. It is that pulse of life and that symphony of sound that inspired you to create art unlike anything seen before. Your debut feature film, Dark City Beneath the Beat, brought music and filmmaking together, creating a rich documentary that explored the vibrant Baltimore club music and dance culture. Produced by the Emmy-nominated Issa Rae and Denise Davis, your premiere on Netflix brought the world to you so that others would know your voice as an artist. Over time, your editorial voice grew stronger and more distinct, leading to your 2025 project Denim, which won the Special Jury Awards at the South by Southwest Festival and Best Director for Unscripted Indie TV Pilots at Series Fest. Titi the artist, your visionary fusion of film, music, fashion, and design speaks to the art of the possible, what happens when you collaborate and combine to build something new. For your exceptional storytelling, international reach across multiple artistic mediums, and uniquely creative vision, the Maryland Institute College of Art is proud to award you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
TT, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. And now it is my privilege to present to you TT the artist, MICA's honorary degree recipient, who will now address you and your guests, graduates.
Woo! Is the mic on? Class of 2026, families, friends, faculty, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. I'm honored to share space with all of you on this special day, as I remember sitting exactly where you are, excited, nervous. Some of you are celebrating and know exactly, perfectly everything you've mapped out in your head, while some of you may not have absolutely no idea what comes next. And that's okay. Because one thing I've learned since graduating is nobody really knows what they're doing. And listen, if you would have asked me 20 years ago, did I ever see myself standing in front of all of you receiving an honorary doctorate, I would have said, absolutely, 100%. I've paid my dues. See, 20 years ago, I arrived on campus as an ambitious freshman. When I first got here, I felt lost, but I was quickly greeted by some of the friendliest faces. And just like that, my anxiety faded. I was a young Black girl from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, full of dreams. What's up, Lauderdale? Full of dreams and curiosities. Curiosities that only art school could entertain, because let's face it, being an artist wasn't exactly the safe career choice. For me, it wasn't a choice at all. It was my calling. I got this unexpected rush of excitement about this new city where I would spend my most formative years. A city I call my home away from home, Baltimore, or some of y'all say Baltimore. See, MICA was not just a campus, it was a community where I discovered and found my identity, I found my voice, and I met some of my lifelong friends, and I'm forever grateful for those moments and experiences. Now, I can't be up here telling all my business too long, like how I was a go-go dancer by night. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Along with many, many side hustles just to make sure I had the funds for supplies, food, tuition, and housing. Honestly, I still don't know how I made it. But here I am, standing as a reflection of all of you. During my time at MICA, I made it a point to build community, not just with my peers, but with people who made my experience truly special. The cafeteria staff, the security guards, the faculty, everyone who made me feel seen, heard, and supported. Thank you for pouring into me, for encouraging me to think bigger, push further, and challenge myself in ways I didn't even know I was capable of. I didn't know it then, but my time here prepared me for everything that was to come, including this very moment I'm sharing with all of you. That being said, I want you all to understand that the journey you're about to go on will come with challenges. You will be tested mentally, emotionally, and sometimes even financially. We are creating in a time where algorithms, views, and clicks are louder than quality, where your art is competing with memes, viral trends, and influencers. But let me remind you all, you are the influence. And while everybody is screaming that AI is about to take your job, dun dun dun, let me reassure you, AI is not here to replace you. AI cannot replace your taste. AI cannot replace your lived experience. That's right, that's right. It is a tool. It is a tool, and if you use it with intention, it becomes an extension of your voice, and it is not a replacement for it. Remember, you are one of one. There is no duplicate of you, and there is a world waiting for only what you can create. Now, that's your superpower. Okay? But I'm gonna keep it real. There were moments in this journey where I was at my lowest, and I mean low. Along that way, my goals changed, but never lost sight of what I learned and the importance of showing up for yourself, especially when it feels like no one else believes in you. Class of 2026, if there's one thing I want you to promise, is this. Always show up as your authentic self. So repeat after me, if you have the energy. I will show up as myself always. Because let me tell you something, nothing happens overnight. And although this marks the end of your time at MICA, it is only the beginning of your next chapter. So here's what I want you to take with you. Your lowest moments are not interruptions. They are instructions. They teach you when to trust your intuition, that inner voice. When you feel stuck, push, experiment, create, try new things. Even when it is quiet, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when nobody is clapping for you yet. Because one day they will. And when they do, it will be because you trusted yourself enough to believe in your dreams. Today, you are graduating into a world that is unpredictable and constantly shifting. But guess what? You are exactly who you think you are. Powerful, unique, and fully capable. When you leave this place, hold on to what I've said and what you've learned. Stay connected, take risk, break rules, and breathe. Because you are what the world needs right now. The future of art does not belong to the safe. It belongs to the disruptors, to the bold. And I'll share this one last story. In my senior year, I had a critique with a guest critic, someone who knew nothing about me, where I came from, the source of my work. I know y'all can relate to that. We shared very different perspectives, and I stood firm on my beliefs in my work. She looked at me and said, "Well, you won't make it far in this industry with that attitude." Okay, girl. Well, let me tell you, 20 years later, I stand here to share with you all that very attitude that I had made me an award-winning film director. Make sure y'all go watch Dark City Beneath the Beat. A 2-time platinum recording artist. That same attitude opened doors that were never meant for me to walk through because I had the nerve and the audacity to show up as myself, my full authentic self. So, if you ever find yourself back into that place where you're confused, unsure, questioning everything, just remember this. There was a girl who walked into this campus in 2002 from Florida who had no idea who she was, and she still found her way. No one, absolutely no one, gets to decide your path but you. Okay? And when you believe in yourself, there is nothing no one can do to stand in your way. So, congratulations to all of you. Job well done. Now, it's time to go out into this world and shake it up because we need your energy. We need your innovation, and we need your creativity. Class of 2026, now is your time to shine. Now clock that T.
So my name is Raymond Barkley, and I have the privilege and honor of serving the students and the faculty as the Senior Vice President of Academic Affairs and the Provost of the college. And I am here to do two things with both of those groups. One is I'm here to recognize two faculty who have retired. Pamela Lawton, who teaches in our Masters of Arts and Teaching program, as well as occasionally in our Community Arts program, and a well-known educator in our region. And Whitney Sherman, who is the founding director of our Illustration Practice MFA program. They have influenced so many students, their own faculty colleagues, and the fields that they practice in. They were in our morning ceremony, and we're really thankful for their service, guidance, and commitment to this community. And I'm sure many of you have interacted with them over your career here because they're very involved across graduate and undergraduate experiences here at MICA. So if we could give them a round of applause. Secondly, it is my distinct honor to introduce this year's student-nominated undergraduate commencement student speakers, Martin Knuppel and Artie Sidahiro. So Artie comes to us all the way from Redmond, Washington, and Artie is an ecosystem, sustainability, and justice major. Also a real influence in that program as we've developed that and partner with the faculty. Artie has held several leadership roles here, including student government. He is an avid biker, an avid rower. He rows and competes with the Baltimore Community Rowing Association, and a remarkable, wonderful student ambassador through the Office of Admissions. So I'm thankful for Artie and all of his service here. So thank you, Artie. And then we have Martin Knuppel, another outstanding student nominated by all of you to represent you up here today. Martin is from Towson, Maryland. He is Towson's in the house, it sounds like, okay. And he is a illustration and printmaking major with a minor in sequential arts and book arts. Martin is a two-time Society of Illustrators Student Gallery winner. He is the winner of the 2026 Ginsberg Poetry Prize. And a little recently known fact, Martin designed our MICA Art Walk logo, which is on t-shirts and our tote bags, limited edition, I'm gathering. And so we're really thankful for both of these students. I think they represent what's wonderful when a student comes in here and embraces the full MICA experience, whether it's leadership, service to all of you, academics, and just a commitment to this community. So without further ado, please welcome Artie and Martin.
Separately. Are we not? I thought, okay, that's fine. What are you doing up here? They told me I was student speaker.
Well, they told me I was speaking, Martin.
I mean, I guess we can speak together. That's all right.
Yeah, that makes sense, since you're from Maryland and I'm from Washington State.
Okay. And I'm illustration, and you're ecosystem, sustainability, and justice. Yeah. And we both love printmaking, right? Hey guys. Awesome. I guess we do represent different art forms and ideas that shape our unique practices.
Absolutely. Together, we're thrilled and beyond grateful to be here with you all today as your selected student speakers.
It's an honor to be standing before this class and to have the chance to speak to everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking the commencement organizers, faculty, and staff supporters at MICA and the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. And we'd also like to thank the janitorial staff that is often here since the early morning and stays late after us. Yeah, guys.
Art Walk was incredible. There's truly nothing else like it, guys. Campus feels so energetic during this time of year. So congratulations again, everyone. You did such an amazing job.
And thank God it's over. It was touch and go there for a minute, except for a few of you guys who were smart and front-loaded their work. I wish that was me. I wish that was us.
Yes.
Sorry, exhibition staff.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, guys.
Too kind of us. To see the culmination of everyone's time here at MICA has been just so amazing. These last 4 years have felt like a decade and a week at the same time. Whether you've been here since freshman year like us, or you've transferred in later on, it's been incredible to see everyone grow and evolve together.
We've formed such an incredible network of artists and creatives. We support each other's endeavors, however unfamiliar, experimental, or interdisciplinary the work may be. We recognize each other, artist to artist.
This community truly makes MICA what it is. So thank you to our peers, our incredible faculty, and our staff in offices like admissions, engagement, and in exhibitions.
We wouldn't be here without the people we go home to after a long day, and everyone who's celebrating with us from on and off campus.
From the beautiful city of Baltimore to the dungeons of our studios, our support systems are vital in shaping our work and the people we've become. It's been a joy and an honor to bridge the gap between the city and the studio.
As a class, we walk the same grounds, but more importantly, we create together. And we lend each other pencils because while you would think art students have pencils, none of us do. So,
MICA's been such a nurturing space, but the values and ideals of our community don't always flow into the rest of the world. Like, how many of us are worried about current events and what that's going to do to the job market?
Yeah. I mean,
I guess
we're all worried. We're all afraid. How many of us have been told that art isn't a real job? I know I have been told that, so.
Yeah. And what about the endless discussion of AI and the ways that it can threaten the value of our work?
With ICE on the streets, wars in Iran and Palestine, and our local communities with much of the same disparity, where does that leave us? Where is our place in this chaos? And what is our role moving forward?
Those are all terrifying questions, and beyond what the two of us can answer in a brief speech. However, if we do know anything about this class, there are a few things we can say. We know that our community is passionate, to put it lightly, that we are kind to one another and treat each other with respect. We're a rich tapestry of creative minds from all over the globe, so we transcend borders.
We have built methods of communication that move people, inspire change, and celebrate difference. So we're confident that you can speak up,
be loud,
and be the voice that you would want to hear in the crowd. We can be the inspiration that builds movements and challenges the systems that want our fear to define us. We can take this moment and make it ours if we choose to. We can carry what we have learned and face others with kindness and make the right decisions in the face of adversity.
Whether you stay in Maryland or leave the proverbial nest, take that greatness that has gotten you here wherever you go. Stay open to new experiences, be true to your values, and go out there and meet new people. You never know where inspiration will strike from. Before we go, I also want to take a moment to thank everyone in the Ecosystem Sustainability and Justice Department. Hi, faculty. And I especially want to take a moment to name Tegan Crawford Green, who last year was the first ever MICA student to graduate with ESJ on her degree. As Tegan has heard a million times over, it's very rare to be the first to do something in a 200-year-old school. Can I say my bit? Oh my God. Impatient. My department is a constant inspiration to experiment, be vulnerable, and pursue a future of social and planetary harmony. So thank you so much, ESJ.
Now I get to go.
Yeah, your turn now.
No, okay. And I want to take this chance to thank two very important people in my life. My siblings, Lindsay and Augie Knuffel. Hi, guys. That's them. Hi, guys. They are not only why I am an artist, but they are my biggest creative and personal influences. They give me hope that people can truly be good and we can make the world a better place for everyone. I love you guys. That's my family. Everyone in this room has people that have supported them in their journey. So don't forget that feeling of gratitude and connection when we leave this room.
Let's be present, take a deep breath, and ground ourselves in this moment. So if you'll join us.
Let's breathe in. All right. So let's go out there and do what creatives do best. Make art. As John Waters says, it's another way to rebel, so be rebellious. Thank you all, good luck, and go live a life to make art about.
Thank you.
A big thank you to Martin and Artie for sharing their experiences and inspiring us with your words. I really look forward to see what they're doing next, and I can't wait to see what the whole class of 2026 does in the coming years. So give it up for Artie and for Martin again. It is now my honor to present to you Trustee Diane Cho. She is one of our busiest trustees on this campus, and she is going to bestow special honors upon our distinguished faculty members. Diane?
Artie and Martin are kind of a tough act to follow. Good afternoon to our 2026 graduates, parents, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends. I'm honored to stand before you on such a monumental day. My name is Diane Cho, and I am a MICA trustee. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would like to offer my congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. This day is always so bittersweet. There's a duality that comes with commencement. It's the end of your chapter as an undergraduate here at MICA, yet it's not a conclusion, it's far from it. It's the beginning of becoming the artist or professional you're meant to be. Everything you've worked for during your time at MICA has led you here today, yet it's only the first step in your journey, and that is something to be excited about. What you have accomplished should never be taken lightly or overlooked. Earning an undergraduate degree at MICA demands talent, discipline, persistence, courage, and yet all of you have handled it with grace, creativity, and an earnestness that will carry you far beyond this day. You've learned so much during your time at MICA, but if I may offer you one last piece of advice, what you should take away to the next portion of your career is always to think differently. The world is constantly changing, sometimes for the better, sometimes not. We need innovative minds to create a better world for everyone. That's our ultimate mission at MICA. We need artists and designers who are not only gifted and talented, but also curious, compassionate, and unafraid to push boundaries. Every class taken and assignment completed gave you the skills to fulfill this greater task, and through your imagination, and especially your empathy, I have no doubt that each of you will play your part. Thank you for all your hard work, class of 2026. I hope you enjoy this beautiful day with your friends and loved ones, and wherever your path leads, know that you carry the pride and support of the entire MICA community with you. Thanks and congratulations. And now, I'm going to invite President McCormick up to return to the podium to provide some remarks as I give out some awards.
Okay, do you want to do it on this side or that side? Okay, all right. So, it's my distinct honor to celebrate our remarkable faculty. Their passionate talent, combined with their relentless focus on education, speaks to why MICA remains an art and design leader. At this time, I would like all of our undergraduate faculty to stand and receive well-deserved recognition from the graduating students, their family, and guests. Our faculty, please stand. They really are great, aren't they? At this time, I'd like to ask this year's 3 awardees of the Trustee Fellowship for Excellence in Teaching to come up to the podium and be recognized by our graduating students, their families, and guests. The first is General Fine Arts Chair, Andrea Evans. The second is game design faculty member Sam Sheffield. And if that weren't enough, our next is illustration part-time faculty member Danlin Zhang. These individuals, by the way, were selected by the students and the trustees for their commitment, enthusiasm, and selfless devotion to our students and the college. Congratulations to all of you. Congratulations to our faculty. Now I'd like to invite Byron McCrae, our Vice President for Student Affairs, to come forward for the Faculty Awards.
Thank you, President McCormick and Trustee Cho. Good afternoon. I am sincerely pleased to honor our students who have graduated with special distinctions, merits, and awards. You will notice that some of our graduates are wearing different colored cords as a part of their regalia today. These cords donate various honors and are described in the back of your program. I would like to highlight 3 cords that signify academic achievements. Seniors who graduate with a grade point average of 3.7 and above earn cum laude with distinction, and they wear a green cord. Graduates with a 3.8 GPA or above merit magna cum laude with great distinction, and they wear a red cord. Students who have a GPA of 3.9 or above graduate summa cum laude with highest distinction, and they wear the gold colored cords. Other cords include students who have been recognized for their outstanding leadership and involvement in the MICA community, and they wear bright blue cords. International students are recognized with white cords, and current and former military members of the United States military wear blue and gold cords. Candidates, if you're wearing a cord or if you've received another award or distinction listed in the program, would you please stand so that your peers and families can observe your accomplishments? Thank you. Congratulations. I also get to announce another distinction that the students themselves have voted for. This is the Distinguished Service to Students Award. It's bestowed upon someone who has been a helpful and thoughtful resource to students. He's on the stage. His name is Chris Keeney, and we ask him to stand and be appreciated.
Congratulations, Chris. So, at this time, we come to the highlight of the ceremony. It's the awarding of the Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees. Yeah. We are extremely proud of this year's graduates. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you see the work of the class on display throughout the campus. As you enjoy the artwork, you will understand just how much pride we feel about these graduating artists and designers. So will Michael Weiss and Director of Academic Advising Ken DePon please come forward for the conferring of the degrees?
Will the Bachelor of Fine Arts candidates in Animation, Integrated Humanistic Studies in Animation, Architectural Design, Ceramics, and Drawing please come forward as instructed by the usher? And will Emily Momahara, Chair, and Nate Larson, Assistant Chair, Animation and Media Arts, and Mike Sizer, Chair of the Integrated Humanistic Studies Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates. Jesse Israel, magna cum laude. Isabella Espinoza, Matthew Chi, summa cum laude. Caroline Friedman, summa cum laude. Yuna V. Pham. Rowan Catterall, cum laude. Julia Gilmore. Maxwell Long, cum laude. Ashley Ruiz Chavira. Denya Harewood. Savannah Halen, magna cum laude. Sam Eichen, summa cum laude. Stanzane Ware. Tenaidi Cosma Munoz. Precious Noble. Zanaya Mims. William Parker, cum laude. Clefairy Castillo. Maxine Sizemore. Isabella Santoro, magna cum laude. Julia Alderman. Jude Park. Minor Sosa, summa cum laude. Brian Tam, magna cum laude. Ayana Lewis. Jessica Ma, magna cum laude. Kenny Moss. Valeria Santana, summa cum laude. Miranda Curas, summa cum laude. Okay. Animation majors. Tobias Baldinger, summa cum laude. Liz McKeithen. Will Anastasia Lorenzi, area head of the Architectural Design Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Itali Harper. Shintong Wang. Will Sam Mack, chair of the ceramics department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Sylvia Papazian Krupp. Olivia Hollenbach. Alexandra Ozga, summa cum laude. Lucy Cassidy. Charisma Baker Upshaw. Caroline Christensen. Will Carissa Aoki and Hugh Pocock, area head of Ecosystem Sustainability and Justice, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? And will the candidates for Ecosystem Sustainability and Justice, Fiber, Film and Video, Integrated Humanistic Studies and Film and Video, Game Design, General Fine Arts, and Integrated Humanistic Studies and General Fine Arts candidates, please come forward as instructed by the usher. Artie Sadahiro, cum laude. Sofia Zapatero, cum laude. Charlotte Whitty, magna cum laude. Will Chrissy Day, chair of the fiber department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates. Lee Reddington. Anand Hawk, summa cum laude. Maddie Krauschar. Abel Reyes, magna cum laude. Kai Nunnally. Ava Mackay, cum laude. Ada Graham. Alex Hogan. Kate Van Leuven, magna cum laude. Simone Issip, magna cum laude. Will Justin Foreman, area head of the film and video department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Kalia Eaton. Noah Plater. Xenia Rainier, cum laude. Will Sam Sheffield, area head of game design, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Zayden Beckwith. Angelina Shu. J.D. Reveron. Sen Jiwan. Frederick Emily Williams. Maria Bautista Calderon, magna cum laude. Will Andrea Evans, Chair of the General Fine Arts Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Lev Zhang. Abigail Manley, summa cum laude. Anthony Plessel, magna cum laude. Sierra Schaup. Matt Abramson. Bria Williams. Sandra Rojas. The whole thing? Yeah. Okay. Annika, aka Anan Anthony. Asada Patterson Lyles. Shin Ray Penlin O'Brien, summa cum laude. Robert Proby, cum laude. Ashley Young, cum laude. Ace Menina. Almira Birick. Shane Rucker. Anaitza Brown, summa cum laude. Isabella Inez Verdone. Sophia Eichstedt, magna cum laude. Annie Knotts, cum laude. Tiffin Humphrey. Hunter Stearns, magna cum laude. Hunter Moore, cum laude. Emery Garner. Molly Cashman, summa cum laude. Renee Barsack. Abby Barber. Claire Chung, summa cum laude. Dallas Weigel. Mason Taylor, cum laude. Xiaoyue Ding. Vicky Jen. Giselle Alvarado. Lindsay Molsky, magna cum laude. The whole thing. Kat Morris Jones, summa cum laude. Henry Webster. Will the graphic design, integrated humanistic studies in graphic design, history of art, design, and visual culture, and illustration candidates please come forward as instructed by the usher? And will Christian Bjornerd, chair of the graphic design department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Nun Claire Wynn, magna cum laude. Nan Wynn. Suyan Lee. Cindy Kim. The whole thing?
Yes, please.
Okay. Faith Obianuju Maduka. Want the whole thing? Want the whole thing? Bryson Desiderio Wyatt. Jordan Lebar, summa cum laude. Sage Freed, summa cum laude. Caitlin Brown. Priscilla Cruz. Brady Smith. Jung Ho Bae, magna cum laude. Sean Lee, summa cum laude. Daniel Ramirez, cum laude. Ludwin Martinez, cum laude. Chance Azevedo, cum laude. Fan Lin, summa cum laude. Jiaqi Huang, magna cum laude. Irene Liu, summa cum laude. Ashley Kim, cum laude. Sun Moon, summa cum laude. Isle Park, summa cum laude. Kiara Patel, cum laude. Lauren Kennedy Johnson. Susie Lee, summa cum laude. Ashanti Lata. Elaine Chen. Anahita Arun, magna cum laude. Katrina Andaya Pena, magna cum laude. Anushka Ghosh, magna cum laude. Anjali Hewitt Sloan, magna cum laude. Jiayan Guo, cum laude. Shunji Chen, summa cum laude. Travis McNeil. Will Vicky Pass, Chair of the History of Art, Design, and Visual Culture Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Archer Senft, summa cum laude. Will Shadra Strickland, Chair of the Illustration Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Gabriella Newberg. Juliana Oakes, magna cum laude. Cecil Sequeira. Anna Dubocek, magna cum laude. Samantha Ryan, summa cum laude. Jameson Brower, summa cum laude. Yer Huang. Skylar Zhang. Shirley Zhang, cum laude. Jiyu Feng. Yiyu Wang. Nanchao Zhu, cum laude. Kai Flanagan. August Cole Gorton, magna cum laude. Emily Runyon, summa cum laude. Ichi Sao. Yuan Chong. Dean Mitchell. Want the whole thing? Sienna Rael Leek, summa cum laude. Theo Adada, cum laude. Rong Pa. Robin Abramson Sclaren. Kira Saunders. Christabel Wilson, magna cum laude. Sierra Redding. Braylon Lawhorn, summa cum laude. Zoe Beck. Emily Radoon. Layla Parsons. Caroline Abigail Chege, cum laude. Lyle Bar Gawet. Sansara Alicia Belcher. Chris Kiaroglo, summa cum laude. Brianne Garofalo. Allison Kim. Kedva Edwards, magna cum laude. Deja Pemberton. Sean Chow. Avery Sim. Charlie Hawk, magna cum laude. Ursula Kiseno. Wesley C. Jordan. Krish Iyer. Dasha Davidova. Ren Carter, cum laude. Duncan Kelly, summa cum laude. Violet Kazi, magna cum laude. Chloe Lee, cum laude. Miles Garner. Javon Wooden. Cynthia Thomas. Catherine Tomlin. Senate Gibson, cum laude. Anique Davis. Yolanda Lentu. Emma Rose Quigley, magna cum laude. Sarah Grace Quigley, magna cum laude. Eunice Cho. Yunjia Lu. Theodora Hu. Charles Fisher, cum laude. Winifred Lee. Will the interactive arts, interdisciplinary sculpture, painting, and integrated humanistic studies and painting candidates please come forward as instructed by the usher? And will Daniel Grantham, interim area head of the interactive arts department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates. Marley Vandenberg, magna cum laude. Will Hugh Pocock, interim chair, interdisciplinary sculpture department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates. Kanan Jefferson. James Orrell. Garrett Wishnick. Selena Mitchell. Danvi Mishra. Layla Misihu. Clara Cunell, summa cum laude. Sylvia Huang. Will Lauren Adams, chair of the painting department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Rowan Blankemeyer, cum laude. Julie McCleary, magna cum laude. Al Gada. Lara Julianne Bassig. Sophia McDaniels, summa cum laude. Aisha Sidibe. Lala Fatulieva. William Creel, summa cum laude. Megan Hilliker. Hazel Peck, magna cum laude. Ling Sun. Clara Saib, summa cum laude. Will the photography, printmaking, and product design candidates please come forward as instructed by the usher? And will Nate Larson, area head of the photography department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Seth Akun Fields, summa cum laude. Aaliyah Benning. Caitlin Ungaro. Nuo Chen, cum laude. Isabella Cookson. Amaya Malik. Raul Fernando. Reginald Ransom. Elena Lurie. Will Jonathan Thomas, Chair of the Printmaking Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Nona Gimpao. Elizabeth Honey. Christopher Reeves. Martin Knuppel, summa cum laude. Will Christian Bjornerd, representing the Product Design Department, please come forward to congratulate your candidates? Avinoam Drabkin, summa cum laude. Provost Barkley, this completes the presentation of candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts. The class of 2026 is now ready for conferral of degrees.
Thank you. President McCormick, I have the honor of recommending those students who have completed all of the courses in the prescribed curriculum as candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Fine Arts. Will the candidates please rise?
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Guess what? It's not official yet. Hang on. I have to do this. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelors of Fine Arts with all the rights and privileges. All right, remember, you got to turn around and thank everyone. Everybody, these are our graduates of the 2026 commencement at Maryland Institute College of Art. All right, everybody have a seat for a minute. I have to let everybody know that following these exercises, I would like to invite everyone back to a reception in Cohen Plaza. It's up by the Brown Center at the top of the hill. I also encourage all of you who have not gone through Art Walk to make sure that you do that. That's our commencement exhibit. and please do so. So at this time, I'm going to ask everybody to stay in their seats, but will the marshals take up your standards? Guests, everybody let us get out, and then this commencement is completed, and we are adjourned. Congratulations.